completely balanced.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, well, okay, blade singers are still wizards. If something does manage to hit, they're fucking dead.
Alright, hopefully things don't die on me. Like they did last week.
Yes, the best way to end a session.
Alright, well, hopefully Vasily will get here soon. But, let us start with the recap. Last week, after you had arrived in autumn, the conscious party, which only consisted of 3 people, looked for a tavern, of which they didn't find any. So Daehun decided to ask a villager where to find shelter, and you are directed towards a blacksmith shop. Nah, compared to the weather outside at the time, this was quite warm. And we were joking around that Arson was probably hanging out in the fire. Because this was... the temperature inside this blacksmith shop was around 90 degrees Fahrenheit.
Arson's just like, finally some good weather.
Finally, some good effing food.
He's just like shoveling coals into his face.
The blacksmith was a dragonborn who had been begged by a halfling to take him to some ruins. I believe it was Liv that managed to convince Drapax, as he was called, to take you to the ruins. Claiming that he can make the weather more appropriate for his giant snake. After doing so, you gave him the finger guns and you tripped over your girlfriend.
Yep.
Smooth.
She's nothing if not smooth.
Daehun was not happy with the hot climate inside the blacksmith shop and had to be persuaded to stay inside.
Nope.
The next day, or actually the next evening, after you had set out, Drapax had really only Daehun, since Liv and Sorath are what's the word? They lie like they breathe. But he had the party tell him about yourselves. The only person that really gave their life story was Daehun, who revealed that he has a demon in his head and has been kept in a basement for a significant part of his life.
Hey, what?
Ouch.
Drapax sympathizes with the voice, he sympathizes with Daehun for having a voice in his head. And he told the story of how he died and came back to life.
Sounds fantastic.
Liv and Sorath told the truth and a lie. Drapax didn't care enough, despite a insight roll of 18, to separate the truth from the lie. And the next day, you arrived here at the ruins. The weather was just terrible. A paradise for arson.
Yeah. Suck
You
it.
mean a blizzard? Yes, a blizzard. Paradise for the fire ganassi.
Well, I mean, I don't get cold, so I'm fine. You guys are the ones freezing to death.
Actually,
Getting hit
Actually,
by
actually, none of us are free.
snow.
I mean, never mind the fact that 3 of us are tieflings. We all have the bullshit magic scarves. Oh wait, no, Vasily doesn't. Fuck. The rogue doesn't matter.
also,
What now?
Vasily doesn't have a scarf of cold resistance. And I don't think you gave Veether one either.
I'm pretty. No, Liv did. Liv did when, like, his initial payment. Also, partially because he was, almost burning to death.
Oh yeah, now I'm starting to
Felt
remember.
bad. Yeah, she felt bad.
Well, regardless, well, I decided to retcon that Veether has been voluntold to stay at the blacksmith shop to make sure it's warm enough for the giant snake.
I still don't understand what this giant snake is. Like, is this just a pet of the bloody blacksmiths?
Yeah, it's just a big snake. Don't worry about it. It hasn't attacked
Maybe
us.
like a Horcrux
if-
later or something.
Yeah, if we come home and Veether's dead, well, I guess that's tragic, but we should have seen it coming.
It's not any one of you, so why does it matter?
Exactly. No one important. It's just an accidental adoption.
Anyway, you all decided to go searching for shelter, the halfling, and or the crown you're looking for. I believe Dehun was the one to find the halfling.
I think we all did. Dahun was just voluntold to go talk at first.
Or he was just the first one to go forward.
Well, it was more like the two sisters pushed him forward and then ran away after he did the same thing to them at the blacksmith.
Anyway, Starabon, Arson, and Vasily got separated at some point. Lost in the blizzard.
Big
It
man.
happened.
Regarding the halfling, Dehun asked if he could sit next to the fire, which halfling was very suspicious of Dehun. It didn't take long to figure out he had lost his marbles. After spooking him, Sorath cast Charm Person on him and asked him where the crown he lost was. Air quotes. And he did. In the distance, you saw a ghost. Liv and Sorath were getting ready for a fight. Dehun decided to go talk with it. Now, the halfling was very distrustful of the ghost. But apparently it was the last queen of an ancient kingdom. And it wasn't until afterwards that I realized that I had given you the wrong timeline. It was actually 2004 or 2,000 and a half thousand. 2,500 years ago.
2,500, yeah.
Around that, around the ballpark of that.
So, like 4 elves.
Well. Why?
Yeah, about four elves.
From our time to the heyday of the city-states in Greece.
Yeah, about 4 elves. They each live about 700 years.
The ghost knew where the crown had fallen, and said that Fleur was the only one who could use it. Um, and speculate that the crown probably set off this midsummer wintry weather as protecting, or as a form of protecting itself from the halfling.
Honestly, I would too.
Since no one had any applicable spells, at least in the current party, you had to get your ranger guide to cast detect magic to locate it. Um, and you discovered that it was in the ice around here. And you got to it by casting Shatter on the ice and Fireball.
2. No, it was only 1. The other one was to bury the corpse. That's right.
Well, it was 2 uses of Shatter, so that's all Fleur's spell slots.
Oh yeah, that's great. We're fucked. Don't worry about it.
Sorath made sure that the halfling didn't run away. Yeah. Retrieved the crown from the frozen part of the river. And she was told that she is not worthy of using its power. Sorath pretty much said, too bad, and threw it to Fleur.
Oh, the second smooth of the game.
Yes! When both Liv and Fleur missed the crown. So Fleur picks it up, fails to stop the winter, gives it to Liv. She convinces the crown to stop the winter. Dehun buries the body of the ghost. And then you are encountered by the Cult of Discord.
This time.
Yes, they revealed that the cult that you had defeated in Wildemire was a copycat cult. Naturally, as things in D&D are wont to do, negotiations fell apart.
It's fucking madness, I say.
Now, here's where things get interesting. The crown, you can probably guess, cast Ice Wall around Fleur, Liv, and Sorath. And then Ice Storm, where you see the purple aura. Fleur managed to convince the crown to drop Ice Wall, and during which Liv grabs Fleur and runs. Sorath decided to cast, what was it?
Phantasmal Killer.
Phantasmal Killer on one of the cultists. Fails. Well, actually, he saves. Oh, shoot.
It's like a glass is half empty. It's like, oh, I didn't fail it. He just was good.
Yeah, I cast the spell perfectly. Props on him for being good, though. You know, I mean, I gotta applaud my enemy when that happens. I'm gonna run now.
Yep. After he saved, Liv ran... Sorath ran after Fleur and Liv.
Oh, and also the lion. The Eldritch Abomination is currently in the bag, but the token is gonna become relevant here soon. I can feel it.
Something's wrong, I can feel it. Now, as predicted last week... Well, actually, no. I should go back a little bit for Arson, Servan, and Vasily, who is not present just yet.
someone's playing Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order for the past 30 minutes.
Yes, and I sent him 2 messages saying, like, "Hey, we're going."
I feel like the Galaxy Brain one is to find his Steam profile and just message him on that.
I suppose. Anyway, so, Sturbon, Arson, you got separated when you were looking for shelter.
Sweet.
After a little while, the blizzard, of which you can only see about 30 feet around you, stops and clears.
To be optimistic about this, but I'm not going to be.
Us, the normal Arson reaction to anything. I could be happy, but I'm an angsty teenager, so I won't.
I've been
Right.
burned too badly, both literally and figuratively.
What do you mean? You're still burning.
Yeah,
Yeah. Forever
I'm just
on
literally
fire.
on fire. It's not like any damage. I'm just literally burned all the time.
you're not even a fire genasi. You're just a regular ass human who got used to it.
Like I'm always on fire, so like, and my body just won't die for some reason. So I'm like, yeah, okay.
This is my
Just
life
dealing
now.
with
Why am I here? Just to suffer.
That's just Arson's character. It's just that meme. Every day, my body is on fire.
Yeah. You look around and you see over in the distance, like not too far, you could probably walk there and meet up with him. But you do see, well, actually, I don't know if you would have seen them since they're all in a chasm that's at least 10 feet deep.
I mean, aren't there a few above the chasm at least?
This is before.
Yeah.
Oh, alright.
Actually, yeah, you do see in the distance figures moving about.
You can see the fucking ghost, of course.
We're just staring at figures. We don't see a ghost or weirdness.
Yeah, so off. Let's say you're looking south, like a little to the to your right. You would see figures moving about. After a minute or two, you would see Dehun come up over a rise, and were you digging Dehun?
You also see Sorath, and she casts fucking fireball before Daehun starts digging. Don't forget that.
Ah, yes, you do see a fireball.
Like coming at us, or
No,
No, just in the
Okay.
area. Just in
Okay.
this general area.
so. I guess I would turn to him and be like, should we go towards that, or
I mean, we could just make some more here.
I mean, yeah, right?
Never mind the fact that Daehun's now burying a corpse. For the fireball disperses. You're concerned with s'more.
Can't say we don't have our priorities straight. Okay.
Alright, you gotta go into battle with full stomach, alright?
Yeah. Clearly, we need the power of s'mores to help us.
How about, 2 millennia old mummified elf corpse? We have 2 millennia old mummified elf corpse.
I mean, don't you have, like, several skeletons in your bag of holding
Yeah,
from
but
mummies.
we'd have to like get it to like we'd have to have like breakfast like fly up into the air and do like the vulture thing of dropping them on rocks for us to get to that tasty bone marrow inside. Or I guess you could turn into a dire wolf and just start gnawing on it.
Okay. Um.
And you wonder why why everyone is offering for alternative employment opportunities.
MD. All right. Well, so Daehoon's just digging a grave. That's it. There's
Yes.
Hey, do we know whose grave it is?
Nope.
An
Okay.
unmarked grave.
Should we do like a stealth thing to figure it out? Like sneak up and be like, "Oh God, it's I don't know, like fantasy Meryl
body.
Streep. I can't believe he killed her. How could he do this?"
I'm pretty sure Arthur sent a picture of what the fucking corpse looks like.
Generally
Not
speaking,
that.
what it looks like.
Yeah.
yeah
I
the
think you know what?
the
That's
I
Otzi.
mean, it's got a sick tap, but I mean, other than that,
I'm talking about the characters. The characters can't use Discord. Fantasy Discord doesn't exist.
well, fucking try live, but also, that the point stands is that you can still see the literal fucking corpse.
Nah.
No, the ghost. Yeah, sure, the ghost looks like the token.
all right. I guess I'm just going to walk up to Daehoon and just ask him why he's burying a body that looks like it should have been buried centuries ago.
He's gonna be like possessed or something. This ain't good.
And remember, you have a push to talk thing going on, Daehoon. I think.
It's either he's doing a push to talk or he's mic. There we go. We can hear you now. All right. So Daehoon, why in Timbuktu are you burying a centuries-old corpse? Try and unbury it?
So I was eating dinner, and I did not get context. So you guys have showed up now, but where are the enemies?
I mean, I don't actually know of any enemies.
At this point, at this point, you're burying the body. So we've rewind a little bit for these people. All right, these people over here.
Sorry, I was digging. What did you say? And where have you been?
Well, I've been enjoying a nice spring walk out in the woods. But why are you burying a body that should have stayed buried in the first place?
Wasn't buried in the first place. Burying it for this kind young lady over here.
I'm flattered.
But yeah, we're taking care of this winter, finally. So yeah.
Well, that's very nice. Winter's never good, especially in the middle of summer.
What did you just say about winter?
It's never good in the middle of summer.
You said it's never good, even in the middle of summer. I can talk to you anymore.
Oh my God.
Oh no, Daehoon, he's just a really fucking good druid. Obviously. So that you'd have been an entire season.
I mean, it's good for some plants, but bad
Well,
for
it's also,
others.
a completely necessary time of the year that can't be avoided this far north, and also marks the return of her to the underworld.
Anyway,
Once
so
as she once again winces at even referencing Persephone.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
No.
all the main action is over there in that little ravine. I'm just digging.
Sorath is supervising, and supervising with hella fucking air quotes.
All the fun. What, you guys roasting? Got a campfire going or something?
More like a cursed crown.
Sounds fantastic.
I
I mean, if you gotta use what you gotta use, I guess. But
Yeah, it's kind of a
crowns,
dick.
those crowns generally aren't good for roasting food, but can't judge.
You hungry? You need to fucking eat? Oh, hold on. I think I might have like some trail mix if you want that.
I'm fine.
Okay.
okay. Now we can fast forward to when Sorath started running, and my browser decided to die.
Nice.
Well, it didn't die. It just became unresponsive to the point where it was like a minute after that I had finally caught up. So, go ahead, roll for initiative. Those that are actively taking part in combat, let me just get the thing in.
Okay, apparently my token does not represent a character.
Oh.
Give me a second. There we go. This token
Good.
counts as a character.
Nice. Love you, honey.
Okay.
You're doing real well.
Oh my god, for once
Okay.
Arson is on his game and is doing better than Liv. This
Okay.
is amazing.
The one that I'm moving, that's the one that you didn't have control over, right?
Nope.
Alright.
It doesn't count as a character, apparently, according to row 20.
I don't know why. Oh, right. I have
I
to
don't
bring
know,
that
maybe
back up.
because weird coding issues.
All right, take the first one.
That's the wrong character sheet. Thanks, Liv. I don't need your character sheet right now. I need your sister's.
There we go.
No, that's
Thank you, Sora.
the wrong
You're
document.
lovely. I love how has Liv's name. She's so extra.
Yes. I took your
Sora. Go figure.
advice, Liv, and updated Sorath's token.
It's certainly ain't showing for me.
Well, not on this map. Not on this map.
Okay. Either way, Sorath is the 11. The fucking Lion Cub's the 18. Because of course he is. just figured I should tell you.
Only cub attacks first all the time.
Well, I mean, obviously, he's just on his fucking game.
Yeah.
We all know he's a master swordsman.
Plus.
So yeah, it currently has Sorath's initiative order not Sorath. Sorath's initiative order is currently Shara's. It's supposed to be 11.
Come on. Add to turn. Come on.
Oh good, and the Eldritch Abomination is doing better than the two Tieflings. Thanks, breakfast.
Yeah, I should probably put Fleur in. Even though it's probably not going to stay too long. And right, these fellas. Actually, I should have. Yes, it works. The mod thing or the whatever thing works. And for the generic ones, we'll just say you have that dex. Wow.
Oh wait, same
Uh,
same turn as Liv, but Liv has more dex, so she'll go first. Love to see it.
Alright. Let's just make sure I'm not forgetting anyone. Also,
Rockfist and Shara. Rockfist is 15, Shara is 18, Zorath is 11.
and let's just pull breakfast out so that I can add the token when he's there.
He's currently
Ah,
up
there.
on the map. Yeah, I just said that he was currently in the bag and he's gonna pop out.
Alright,
and then
so-
Shara's the 18.
So Shara is 18, breakfast is 15.
Zorath is 11.
Sorath 11,
Yep.
and Liv was 4.
Yes, Liv is doing her fucking best. Don't at her.
Alright, Shara, you're up first.
Oh, lovely. Shara, will quite nicely give Zorath the help action, mimicking the casting of a spell that I am not going to pull up Zorath's character sheet to decide which one it is, much like proving that in fact he is also a master caster, and then run away for 30 feet.
I reiterate, the Felroods have attended the Monty Python School of Battle Tactics.
Sure, he technically, is supposed to be the son of a goddess of war, but he's currently stuck in the fucking body of a lion cub.
Fleur, move action 30 feet. This, yeah, that 30 feet this direction. Dash action 30 feet. And
Wonderful.
this, she will say out loud to no one in particular. I know it's cowardly. Better to be alive and a coward than brave and dead.
Hey, I grabbed your hand in the first place.
You're lowering the initiative order.
I mean, I'm aware, but the joke stands.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure you know that she's talking more to the crown than to anyone else. Arson, your turn.
Sweet. Okay, let's see where I am in comparison to, like, everything else.
And just so you know, come on.
I don't think
This
you're
guy's
on that.
friendly.
Okay, cool. So, all other lizard dudes except the red one not friendly.
Exactly.
Great. Well, I'm kind of too far away to hit anything. Or maybe not. Wait.
Just run the fuck away.
Wait, are we not gonna kill them? Are we just gonna be pussies and run away?
It's better to be a pussy and alive than a pussy and dead. Listen to my
I
fucking
disagree.
girlfriend.
I disagree wholeheartedly.
Well, See, and now that's why you've never gotten any.
Yeah.
Pick your fucking battles, kid!
I mean, you are what you eat, and I am not a pussy. That's for sure.
Well, that explains a lot for me, but I digress.
Alright, so if that's the case, wait.
The two sisters high five from within the chasm.
I mean, like, but that's the thing. Should I run away? I can, like, hit. I have all long range attacks. I can hit both of these dudes and, like, still stay really far away from them.
You're also a sorcerer with a d6 hit die.
What? Sorry, you kind of cut out.
You're also a sorcerer with a d6 hit die.
Yeah.
If you see, now you're not technically on the map, so I don't know where the fuck you are. If you're next to one of the enemies, I would say use that, stupid Phoenix Flight bullshit and, like, burst out of there.
I mean, Phoenix Flight, like, increases my, what the hell is it called? Speed or some shit? So, yeah, that's the whole point of it, is that it just gets you away really quickly.
Then do that.
But I'm not near them, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, and?
And you're telling me to run away. I'm just like, okay, should I run away, or should I try to attack them and stay far away?
Okay, but if it increases your move speed, then do it.
Okay. Where would I go?
Anywhere off the map. Again, it depends on where you are. I don't know where you are. You don't have a token.
I do have a token. I'm
oh
right.
wait, you're all the way over there, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, like back this way.
Well, all right, whatever. Let's see. Oh, but everyone in a 15-foot radius of me is gonna get burned, so I should probably check.
You're right next to a tiefling. You don't care about burns.
Yeah, but what about that?
He's also,
What about?
you are actually farther away than the radius. You're cool.
Cool, awesome. Great,
Oh,
whatever. I don't know why, but Roll20 is being really slow today. Like, my character sheet isn't popping up at all. Okay, you know what? God damn it, I'll just look it up on the other site.
That's a valid thing to do.
Yeah, you know what? It's fine. It's whatever. I love Roll20, I say, despising Roll20. Okay, cool. So, if I use... Alright, great. It finally loaded. Here we go.
Great. The damage does not matter whatsoever.
So, great. I can fly up to 60 feet, and it increases my speed, so I can just basically go anywhere.
Yes, fly 60 feet in a direction away from the enemies.
Okay. But yeah, let's see how...
Or to them.
Yeah, depending if I
what?
just decide to be like, fuck you.
I mean, you can, but Liv won't pay for your health insurance.
You don't pay me anyway!
You still get benefits.
Oh, wow, gee, thanks so much.
Yeah, I mean, she's a devil, not a monster.
Alright, so Arson's basically gonna fly up and just, like, land on this tree. And it's just gonna perch up there like a bird.
The most cursed bird in the universe.
Yeah.
Hey, and Sturbon calls breakfast the freak of nature.
I mean, breakfast is a bloody abomination.
I mean, he literally is called an abomination.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, now the proper term is aberration, not abomination.
Oh, my apologies.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Speaking of
Can you
breakfast,
still, wait, can you still move 30 feet?
Yeah.
Then
Like,
move 30 feet!
why? I literally will go off the map.
That's a good thing! Also, breakfast.
I literally can't move my token off the map. This is as far as I can go.
Okay, well, we can say you're 30 feet off the map, like the lion cub and the half elf.
Gee, thanks.
and I can mark you as such, as I have done with said lion and half elf.
Also, like, breakfast is going to, like, not so much leave the bag, because it's much easier for Liv to just carry him than it is for him to start flying out, but he'll pop, like, some of his tendrils out. And he's gonna, like, hold his action, holding, I am going to say, Caustic Brew, in case a non-friendly, gets within fucking range of the two to the point that it might kill them, and that is his turn because he is staying in the bag. he'll prepare his gas sack just in case, but he's not holding his breath. Actually, he is exactly holding his breath. That is how he prepares his gas sack. But I digress.
Alright. Yeah, time to see how good Drapax is. Look around and see, well, I guess we're fighting now. Draw forth his kukri, in addition to his long sword, and attack twice. This should actually be, I think, plus. I think those should both be plus 12s. Actually, no, not. One should be plus 12, the other should not use his strength modifier, which is. I think. I'm pretty sure that hit. Yeah, that hits with the kukri. Hold on, I need to check something. Alright. Slash. Roll 1d6, I believe. Yeah, 1d6 plus 7 plus 2d6. Oh, that's pretty nice. He strikes with the kukri. Yeah, digs it deep through the armor, and you. Yeah, Sorath and Liv, maybe Breakfast might be the only ones to see this. So if Daehun's looking, you could probably see this as well. From where the kukri it cuts into this Dragonborn's flesh, it looks like it's rotting.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
And then for the long sword, 7. Wow. Okay then. That's neat. Wow. What are the odds?
Oh my god. 3 1s?
Yeah, the man rolled minimum damage.
How the heck do you even do this?
31.
You just roll minimum damage?
Yeah!
I mean, that's
I
super
mean-
unlucky.
Oh yeah, no, that's abhorrent luck. But here we are.
It's a sore ass.
Sarath will, very cordially sort of just blow a kiss to Drax, giving him a bardic inspiration, and then book it for 30 feet, and then book it, and then use the dash action to book it another 30 feet. Catching up with her sister's girlfriend, and overtaking the cat.
Sterbon!
I mean, we're all running here now. Is that what we're doing here?
That is, in fact, the strategy.
All depends on you, folk.
Alright. Sterling's just gonna turn into a bloody direwolf and leave.
Alright, Daehoon. You're up. You're kind of caught in between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah.
I have so many options.
Right.
It's crazy.
Or right.
His bloodlust is going to get the best of him.
100%.
Well,
Well,
okay, I guess we'll have 2 new characters join the party.
That's a friendly.
Man.
Oops.
Okay, that... I see what you're doing now.
hello.
You know, it'd be real cool of you, Roll20, to actually fucking load.
Right? Right.
Like, I'm glad that I have a
That's a hit.
physical sheet for Sorath, or else I wouldn't know her spells right now.
That's a hit, Daehoon. Alright, minus 10. That's it. Alright, she's still on the ice storm. Does that mean you have to make a save?
I believe so, if you start your turn there.
I'm checking it right now.
I would totally check the compendium, but Roll20's being a little bitch.
Well, I have an app on my phone that has the spells. Hail. A hail of rock-hard ice pounds on the ground in a 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range. Each creature in the cylinder must make a dex save. A creature takes 2d8 bludgeoning damage and 46 cold damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful save. Hailstones turn the storm's area of effect into difficult terrain until the end of your next turn. So, presumably, she does have to make the save again. Alright. And you're getting there eventually. Oh, I forgot I was on the spells. Dex save. Shit, what I set the... I'm gonna say that's a fail.
Too low.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's a fail. So... let's see, 2d6 bludgeoning, or, yeah, 2d8 bludgeoning, plus 46. Alright, so some pretty decent damage. Oh, come on. So, minus 18. Now, speaking of spells, what do you have? Because things aren't necessarily looking good for you. She's going to cast Far Step.
Oh, lovely.
Uh, does Sorath do anything? Because I know she has a certain spell and a reaction.
I have to check something really quickly.
Alright, checking the range.
Yeah, no, she's out of range. Or else I totally would have fucking counterspelled that. There's obviously a chance that it wouldn't just work because lower spell slot level, but
And she's gone as far as you can tell. This guy moves away from the last magic caster and when it loads. Spell. Oh, I forgot to put your spells in. He casts invisibility.
oh boy, Liv, let's fucking go. She can't give a bardic inspiration. Sorry, Daehun. She is going to bow and Misty step 30 feet off the map with breakfast in tow because he's currently being carried in a bag. Um, and then run another 30 feet catching up to her girlfriend. And then she's going to use her bonus action to dismiss Shara. Not I should preface, more like the shun to an extraplanar space, not permanently dismiss.
Alright. These fine folk. Well, they're, oh, wait, no, this guy's got to make a dex save. Okay. 1d20 plus 2. Oof.
Nice.
Do I want to roll the damage again or just use that?
Roll it again. Fucking murder him.
Good call.
See, it was worth it.
Now. Come on. And that's as far as he can move without dashing. Alright. Yeah, gets there. This guy. Okay. Dash. Doesn't have to dash and is going to make an attack against your good old friend here. And miss. Well, maybe not miss as so much as collide against his armor. And the final one. That does hit. And sure we'll just go ahead and use this if I can find it. Ah, there. Good job, buddy. You're doing well.
He's trying. That's what's important. Shara is currently in extra-dimensional space and unfortunately cannot give some of his well-known combat advice this round. Please try again later.
Sorry, is
Fleur.
actually just like a telemarketer.
Fleur, running away. Arson.
I kind of ran away in the opposite direction, but I still ran away.
Breakfast still on the bag. Drape.
Back to someone fighting.
Alright, D12 and alright, sorry. 12 and then oh, that's a crit.
Oh. Oh my.
So let me just go back up here to see what rolls I need to make again. Okay, so okay, so it would be a 1d6 plus 7 plus 2. Oh, wait. 2d6. Wow! Okay. And with the kukri lashing out, cuts down the Dragonborn right here.
Nice.
Spinning around with the, cutting with the long sword, cuts deeply into the Dragonborn right here. Dealing 2d6 plus 7 and 4d6. Wait, not a great roll, but better than a lot.
Better than his last.
Sorath, still running.
Yep. Sweet with a dash accent.
Servon, still running.
Sure. Everyone wants to leave, so I guess I'm out.
Dude!
Just cat. I don't fight much.
Okay.
It's fighting. Goodbye.
Well, if he wants to run, he has to disengage.
He's got a meat shield right next to him. And he's got a good AC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could kill the grunts. It's fine.
I don't
The
know. I
important
might want the
people
loot,
are running.
you know? Think about it.
Yeah, the important people, also known as the Crown Entourage, are running. Oh, and some dumbass kid and a wolf.
Hey, everyone's running. I'm running too, alright?
We actually are running due to peer pressure. Oh my god.
Sure.
Well, one of
Instead
you
of
is
like forcing us to fight, they're like, we gotta run away, guys.
one
Alright.
of you is running due to peer pressure.
Okay, I really gotta find a different button. Actually works for push to talk. Anyway, I'm gonna just highlight the people.
Alright.
Conquering Presence, DC 13 Wisdom.
Alright, wisdom. Roll. 1d20, Alright. that was that one. Now we're going for the one directly above you. And the one above Drapex. Oh, and the halfling. Right?
Yep.
Why? Why are you doing this to Damien?
Because reasons.
He's already charmed. I mean, the charm's gonna run out, and then he'll be confused as shit. But he's complacent for now.
Alright, now,
Are we seriously about?
he has disadvantage because, crazy.
Ooh.
Yeah, that nat one doing real good for him.
So, who failed to and who saved?
Alright, so let's see. This guy saved, and honestly, this guy I think got the 13.
Yeah,
So it is DC 13. Does that mean he fails or saves?
Meat means you beat it. So yes.
yeah,
save.
meet or beat. That's the rules.
Alright, then those two that didn't meet it are frightened.
Okay.
Oh great. Poor Damien. He's crazy, he's charmed, and he's frightened. We're about to murder another halfling, aren't we?
Yes.
And I do mean murder, not kill. I mean like actually just homicide. Oh yes, Liv is gonna use her other spell slot to cast another Misty Step and then run another 30 feet. And that is her turn.
Alright, these fine folk. What did I use for them? Yeah, I think it was a +3, so that's a miss on Dehun. Attacking Drapax. Miss. This is with disadvantage, though. Let me check. Scale mail. +3. Hold on. Did I spell that correctly? Yes, I did. Scale mailed is how much AC? 14 plus 3, 17. Oh, that. Ooh. That feels bad. Meanwhile, Mr. Greenbottle runs up to the cliff and climbs up. That's all his moving he's got.
Oh right,
Yes,
he's
suck.
just small.
Also, he has to
no,
climb.
Let's erase it. He's small and he has to climb. Cut him some slack.
And he's insane, and he's frightened. He has a lot
Okay,
of
yes.
problems.
He has a lot of shit going on for him right
A
now.
lot going on right now.
Oy vey.
What's that?
That was Drapax against this fella right here.
Yeah, nice. I'm glad to see all the grunts are gonna get slaughtered by one dragonborn.
And a friend.
The friend is giving moral support. Dehun is being Shara because Shara ran away.
Wow, that's some luck.
God.
So, Dehun, you're up again. Attacking him. Yeah. Yeah, that's not a hit.
That's that.
All right, these people. Uh, well, they're not having a good time. That's a fail. That's actually a hit.
On who?
On the Dragonmore next to you.
Cool. I really should have cast it on him. I have like 21 AC and I have nothing to do with it.
Yeah, but who is the more apparent threat?
I know. I probably should have cast it on him.
And, this guy, he's not having too good of a time. He's running. Do you want to keep one alive for interrogation?
I cut off people's hands when I interrogate people. Just saying. Hey,
What?
if either of you want to be interrogated by me, just let me know.
Roll intimidation.
You want your hand cut off.
I love
Just
I'm
let
not
me
even
know.
lying. Like, my god. Well, how fast.
Alright. Ha!
You come off more like a fucking psychopath than actually intimidating.
I think it's just like the way he puts it. It sounds so calm, just like, oh yeah, on the weekends I like to cut off people's hands when I'm interrogating. Like just like deadpan.
Like, it's not even scary. It's just him describing a Saturday.
Alright, him. Minus 37 damage.
Eh. Also, don't bully the casters. They keep you alive. I mean, not in this specific instance, but this specific instance is a freak case.
Alright, Daewin.
Alright, so, Mr. Running Away?
Yeah?
Yeah. Let's see, what is that? Wisdom 13 again.
Alright, what did I roll? I think it was a play. Yes. Alright.
Oh,
Please tell me he has disadvantage.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, he fails anyway.
And I went above.
Approach.
Oh, you're casting. You're casting command.
Oh, yes.
How would that work with the frightened condition?
I don't know, what does the Frightened say again? They've got to run away.
Triton says that you can't approach. But approach means that they have to approach.
So
I
I think
think
it's
it
just gonna like break
breaks.
his brain. I don't know. He might just freeze there. That's fine with
I
me.
mean, so the better option would be like grovel or halt, but and this is just me. Arthur has like obviously final say being the DM. I would say that the spell overwrites the frightened condition because it's an enchantment spell and it's like literally overwriting his brain. But he's terrified as shit while doing it.
Yeah. So, is that your command, or are you changing it?
Oh, I'm leaving it. I want to see what happens.
He takes psychic damage because his legs won't listen to him.
Oh yeah, I just remembered. Someone should have gone into attack of opportunity. Oh!
Someone should have.
Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna cast command, obviously.
Well, no, that's
What?
if he kills.
And it's
Yeah,
still-
let's see what happens.
Oh! Yeah, you don't cast it on him. Because, he gets cut in half.
Oh,
He's gonna
fuck.
run away, of course.
Yeah, that was twice his current HP.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
It's getting better, but I can't hit it. anybody.
Do you not have a sword?
I'm rolling with +6 here. Come on.
Oh.
So,
You did use the sword. Never mind.
roll that attack again, because you got a runner.
Uh,
He's running. He's not taking a disengage action. He's running.
You want to use an opportunity attack. I would suggest you do so.
nope.
My god!
Let's see. He's gonna run over here. Consider the advantage of going around versus going directly through it.
Hold up. He was... No, he wasn't. Never mind. It's
No.
confusing with the grid off. I would have loved to see that happen twice. But here we
No.
are.
Because he's going to be saving that for the friend over there. And, yeah, he's, meanwhile, tiefling friend over here.
Sorbonne's brother.
Now that does not get doubled. Oof. And, let's see, 60 feet.
I'll be right back. I have to let my dogs in.
Okay, he has like 10 more feet of movement. Hey, you want to know what the advantage of being a ranger is?
You're a ranger. You have a range.
Yeah. He drops his sword in the kukri, takes out a longbow, and shoots.
A fucking draconic Legolas over here.
Yeah. Plus 10. And that's not a hit, surprisingly, but does he get extra attack? That is not hit. Wow. What is with it?
Funny.
What's with the NPCs and missing with ranged attacks?
Oh!
What was
You
that?
It was
Yeah, but you
just
already-
my
you-
first good roll.
Yeah, but
Can you believe it?
yeah, but it also doesn't count
Well,
because you
know,
already
but
used a
still.
reaction.
But
That's
still.
unfortunate that you got the nat 20 on something that doesn't matter.
Yeah, but still. It's a nat 20. I'm happy.
Yeah, you just wasted it.
so you're just letting them run?
Well, I mean, what am I supposed to do?
Alright, so combat is effectively at an end if you're just letting them run.
I mean, you can, but then we get into chase rules, and that's a bitch.
Wait a second. I've got an idea.
You have a ranged option.
So, because I didn't cast Approach that first time, I'm gonna do that again.
Ah.
Approach.
I see what you're.
Ah! I see what you're putting down now. Oh! Oh!
yes.
Oh! Alright. Hold on, he has to make a dex. It makes a dex save, he fails. Yeah, what? What does this spell do again?
A lot?
Yeah, but what specifically? That is not how ice is spelled. That is not how storm is spelled.
It. Hold up.
2d8 plus
2d8.
46.
Yeah. Assuming it's cast at base level.
Which I'm just going to assume, because I don't want to make up stats on off the bat. Let me see. Alright, difficult terrain, he gets to about here and gets hit in the head with tail. And dies.
Rain drops keep falling on my head.
When your players do something clever that you didn't think of.
I know, right?
Such a proud moment.
Horribly sadistic, but still kind of clever.
And you know what? Just for the heck of it, because the range on a longbow is so ridiculous that this tiefling's not getting out of range anytime soon. Yeah.
Get riddled with arrows.
Alright, plus dex. Where's the longbow? Yep, plus 3. Yeah. Congratulations, the goons are all dead.
Great.
Alright,
Oh,
Stayhoon's gonna run over this direction. Hey, you can come back now, you wimps.
How many rounds has it been? We're like over a few hundred meters away.
I'm still gonna try to yell it.
Went like the minimum amount and then just kept watching.
That sounds like arson. That doesn't sound like the three who ran off in this direction.
So
Arson's just gonna come back. So
yeah, you hear a voice from the ground say, "They are all gone. Come back to where the fight started."
I get first
gee
dibs.
guys, I think we have to go back to where the fight started.
Oh no.
Just a hunch.
Nah. Ah, yes.
I mean, yes, I suppose if Fleur will, be like, oh boy, better head back, then yeah, Liv will follow, and presumably also Sora. But if not,
Yeah. Important to note, they came from the ground, it sounded like, and it wasn't Drapax. So it was a great booming voice.
that's totally not disconcerting for two paranoid fuck tieflings.
This is the kind of voice that you would expect to come from the sky, not from the ground.
Oh fuck, I talked about her too much. Oh fuck, it's him. Keep running! But again, no point stands as if Fleur's like, oh boy, better head back, then yeah, Liv will follow.
Well,
And along with his sister.
Fleur will, after the voice speaks real slow, and I look at the two of you and look down at the ground, start walking back.
They exchange worried glances before following after the half-elf.
Dude.
Alright. I mean, Starbound returns.
Ah, the benefits of having Anubis for a friend. Also, we can get rid of those, not allowed things.
Alright, order of business. You guys didn't help at all, so, I and, Dre, we get the stuff. Deal with it.
She just sort of looks over at Drapax, and then looks back at the corpses and goes, okay, sure. We kept the crown safe, but whatever.
Yeah, but
Arson
you could
have
have
to
kept the
run
crown
again?
safe by
Like, he
killing
didn't
people.
do shit.
Neither did you, Arson.
That's what I'm saying. You kept telling me to run, and I'm like, why? And you're just like, do it. And I was like, okay, I
Okay,
guess.
okay, but we had two high-level casters who are disconcertingly not here, and
Oh,
also
whatever.
live.
I just want to say that the tiefling that got away looked more like a rogue than a caster.
Okay, well, one high-level caster just teleported away and is also alive. Oh, and also a high-level rogue. I mean, we saw one just air assassinate a bitch on a ship thanks to my lion. You know what? I'm getting ahead of myself. My point is that rogues are also scary.
Hey, you wouldn't know that
In
with
the
my group.
in the center where the puddle is,
Oh yeah. Well,
that area of ice is currently thawed. Daeho.
I know.
Okay, so you're
also
gonna
the
dump it into the river, got it?
isn't
Well,
someone
I was
missing?
thinking. Well, yeah, the little dude's gone, but there's nothing we can do about it.
Oh, yeah, he ran away. He's gonna be real confused when that charm runs out.
Anyway, the point was I strip him and then throw him in the thawed ice.
Oh,
All right.
so we're just creating 4 more of the very nice lady over there.
Sure.
Yeah, that's not disconcerting. That's a future adventurer's problem.
All right.
Pretty sure they're not from any royal bloodlines.
Yeah, sure, but people tend to get a bit pissed when they aren't buried properly.
That's alright.
Yeah, like I said, it's future adventurers' problems.
All right. So you get 4 sets of scale mail and 4 longswords.
No gold. No.
Nah, they didn't. Doesn't look like they were carrying any.
Alright.
At least not the goons.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, rats.
Wow, you are carrying 4 swords.
I have 4 swords.
Well, if you have 6, well, yes, God, I understand the joke. He does have 2 more swords than 4. Also, he's not as pretty as Link.
You don't know that.
Liv would. Liv has both seen Daehoon and Link. So, she in fact can make that comparison.
Well, are we done here? I mean, we got the crown thing going on still, but like, now I'm carrying 4 swords and 4 things of armor.
Yeah, I mean,
Myself.
that's on you, buddy. It's all yours. And she'll pat his shoulder. Too bad that I'm the one with the bag of holding, and she'll walk off.
That's not entirely true. I can carry that for you.
I mean, sure, 2 of these are yours.
Go ahead, keep them. I'm retired.
Okay, but you are the blacksmith. Can I sell them to you? If I get to
Yes.
Alright. Do you have the money on you now?
We'll have to go back to my shop. That is it.
Go back.
That is if
Go
your
back.
brigand friend hasn't stolen all of my money that I've kept there.
Oh no, that's like his next training video. He's good though. We should get back though before Rogue and Caster try and she like runs her thumb across her throat.
And what are you going to do about your halfling friend?
We'll find him
Well,
again
less
later.
friend, more common employer. And it was told that it's okay if he, died from extraneous causes as long as we recovered the artifact.
It seems like, at least from what your girlfriend has told me, that you're hired to find him specifically.
Well, look, we can certainly tell our employer that if he, tragically ended up catching, getting a case of hypothermia, going slightly mad, and then getting slaughtered by a cult of Discord members, I think he'll buy it. Especially because someone's currently carrying 4 of their fucking swords. You put them in water, Daehoon. I'm not lighting them on fire.
I'm not talking to you.
Okay, you put them in water, Daehoon. None of us can literally light them on fire.
I'm literally talking to the pothead. There's a reason for that.
Like me?
Yes.
Okay, but the point stands is that you put them in water, Daehoon.
That's not the point. My goodness.
I'm gonna try and put lighting them on fire.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're awesome. Do you want a sword?
Alright. I just have produce flame. That should be good enough.
Okay.
I'm just
For
gonna,
water?
you know what? I'm gonna use my most powerful spell on this one thing. Oh, what if I fire twister them so they'll be on fire, but they'll also just be spread everywhere? Hilarious.
They're in a pit of water.
I don't know. Drag them out of the water. It's fine.
Okay, but they're also wet. Wet doesn't equal fire.
Eh,
And
You of all people should know this, Arson.
it's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up my water skin and we can see if you like it.
No.
Yeah, and while you're doing that, I'm going to do your job for you and find the halfling.
Oh, okay. Thanks, man.
Freaking rookies.
Again, he really wasn't the
Sorry.
okay.
I think that arson just gets a bit of kindling and some miscellaneous scraps of cloth, just builds a bonfire and then just sets it on fire. It's even if they're wet, they'll burn over time.
They're gonna just okay. You have the ship ride back home.
How dare you?
Also, we're not rookies in that regard. We just have a blatant disregard for human life.
human? Seriously?
Well, okay, I guess specifically in this case, halfling life. But it's a turn of phrase.
Anyway, I'm behind a couple
Human.
trees.
Yeah, he...
Hi. I'm not very good at running.
I'm a halfling. What do you expect?
Not much.
I mean, the whole point of them is that they're short, right?
Other hobbits.
Anyway, so, why were you running? We weren't gonna kill you. Just your friends.
You are the scary... The two of you are the scary ones.
Thank you.
And the, person who I weirdly like, for some reason, ran in the opposite direction. Now, since you became so scary all of a sudden, I couldn't just exactly run in the same direction. Also, I can't really... Now, you may have, handled the, cultists, but I don't... How do I know that isn't an act?
Okay, so I can bring you to their bodies and cut off their heads. Oh, that's a great idea. I need a dragonborn skull. Would that be offensive to you?
Yes.
Okay, never mind. Forget that idea.
Just like, I imagine he has the most exasperated look on his face. Like, yes,
Never mind.
obviously.
Never mind the fact that like Daehoon got like freaked out by Liv just juggling human skulls earlier, and he has the audacity to ask if a dragon will skull fits it.
Hey,
Who is
it's always
also a
that-
servant of Anubis.
Anyway, so yeah, we are gonna have to take you now to a different place, so you're not dead.
He begins to run, but Drapex like catches him by the back of his shirt. No, you're not going to run away that easy. Eh? Picks him up, puts him under his arm, and starts walking back.
Cool.
So, arson. The bodies.
Yes. Well, I just basically built like, okay, you know, like those like sweet ass like Viking things where like it's basically a square but a bonfire.
It's supposed
That's
to be
what
a
I did.
hero fire.
I basically just did that, put the bodies in there. So essentially, they'll like dry out and then start cooking and then start burning.
Oh,
So yeah,
wow,
we also have a nice bonfire.
you made a very effective funeral pyre.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's almost like as though I've done this before.
Okay, that's mildly disturbing.
Only mildly.
All right, wait. Quick question: isn't winter done now?
I thought we were
Yeah,
in the
but
mountains. Like,
We
is
are
that
also
why it's
in the
snowy?
fucking mountains. I mean, the blizzard's over, but we're also in a high altitude location.
The locals also called this place the Frozen Haunts.
I mean,
It's a fucking dope ass name.
that is a pretty good one.
Oh yeah. I guess I should ask: is she still here?
No.
Okay then.
Okay, so we're heading back to autumn now,
Yes.
checking out on the big ass snake.
Yes.
Great.
Alright.
Hopefully we don't get ambushed.
Ambushed.
Ambished.
Ambushed. Oh man, we
This
made
isn't
it.
this. This isn't my fucking native tongue, alright? I don't need you to fucking judge me.
Alright, so you begin your walk back. And the weather has cleared. Once you get below the tree line, you do see signs that the snow is melting.
Eh,
It doesn't have that help that two tiefling sisters are being told not to light the forest on fire by a druid. Look, I'm just saying, one good bonfire under a tree, and this will all be melted.
Not exactly, but
I mean,
Oh.
sure, the forest will also burn away.
Oh.
What?
Why are you saying this to the druid?
Look, there's an entire circle of druids that are pro-wildfire. I don't know why he's decidedly anti.
there
Why
are
would any druid be pro wildfire?
It actually helps cleanse the forest.
Well, I get that, but they're not gonna help cleanse the forest. They just want to burn it down.
certain people would just burn it down. Alright, that includes Liv.
Like,
Okay,
I
sure.
don't know. Liv says, "Hey, I'm thinking of burning the forest
Use it
down."
wisely.
Okay, but the point stands that there's a circle of wildfire. They do this.
Responsibly. I
And
know
I
do
would-
you live.
And I would responsibly do it to the entire forest.
which isn't very responsible, and the exact opposite.
We're gonna have to go over fire safety with Liv with Fantasy Smokey the Bear.
Yeah, sure.
Fantasies. Never mind the fact that Liv knows about Smokey the Bear.
Oh my
All right,
god.
do we make
Is
it
he
back?
like actually like I don't know. What would he's also a druid?
No,
Dear.
Liv saw like a Smokey the Bear ad going, "Only you could prevent forest fires," and she just flipped off the TV. Oh yeah,
Dear.
and Sorath is currently like doing some funky shit in the background, not being real talkative. Don't worry about it.
Man, I can't wait to fight the final boss, Smokey the Bear. It'll be great.
He's a 20th level druid. God help us all. Yeah,
When we get our ass handed to us, it's like, why didn't you practice forest fire safety?
the irony is that he's a Circle of Wildfire druid. Like you would expect like Circle of the Moon or Circle of Land. Nah, he's specifically Circle of Wildfire to teach you how to do it properly. Only you can prevent forest fires. Unless, except for the express case where the forest would be healthier if we burn certain areas of it. This is how you do it properly. Fucking idiots.
Just gets very aggressive.
Aggressive Smokey the Bear.
Alright.
If I catch you in my forest one more time, I will maul you.
No, it's it's the robot chicken, Smokey the Bear.
This shovel isn't just for show. I will use it to
bury the body later.
I will beat it over your head and then use it to dig your grave.
Okay, I've got an hour. Can we get to town?
Yeah. So it'll take 2 days since it is still difficult terrain, though it's not as hard on you as it was once before.
Also, we still have the ranger. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, that's right. Favorite terrain, forests in tundra. Actually, no, it's forests in Arctic. Semantics, though. First evening, getting ready for a good night's rest, and Fleur will go up to Drapax and say, "That voice earlier, it didn't sound like you. Was that Anubis?" "It was. Why do you ask?" It's just that I have not had a very good relation with the gods. At least not recently. If you're asking me, something cleric like you're probably better off asking your paladin over there. My relationship with Anubis is more akin to a warlock and their patron than a cleric and their god. That doesn't offend any of you, right?
No.
Oh no, not the 2 warlocks in this group. Sorath is currently drinking heavily.
More than usual?
I did say heavily. So,
Arson is
very
drunk.
heavily. So, liver destroying for anyone except for Arson.
Arson is like joining him. They're just like doing shots together.
She totally would give the kid shots. She's not a good role model.
The two converse more or less, as like Drapax said, his relationship with Anubis is more of a warlock patron relationship than a deity cleric relationship. But it does tell her about prayers and the like. Like, I guess people do this and that whenever they want something. But
Yeah. I'm currently showing reverence to my god as she just vomits, turning away from Arson.
Arson's like, what the fuck? God damn it.
Not on Arson. She explicitly turns away from the boy to vomit.
Oh, well then Arson is relieved. Still mildly perturbed, but relieved.
She's a bitch, but she's not her sister.
Aww.
next day you make it back, and there's a bit of a surprising sight when you reach, or when you get back to the blacksmith shop. There are a handful of mounted knights, like, in front of the blacksmith shop. And
Alright. Let's go to the fucking harbor. You're more than welcome to go back to your home. We're apparently leaving our brigand to die.
now, as soon as they see Drapax, they dismount. Oh, by the gods, how would they find me? I specifically came here so that no one would know who I was. They stop a few feet away, kneel, and say, Sir Drapax, Queen Alana summons you to summons you back to Domus Novus. That's fine. Could you give me a moment so I can take care of these people? I have a business deal with them.
Oh my god.
Jeez, seriously, dude.
It's okay, Mammon will take us all.
Stand up, step to the side, and allow Drapax and Dehun into the blacksmith shop.
Yeah.
And, let me see how much those armors are worth.
Quite a
And
bit.
swords, please.
Yeah, I'll look that up as well, won't I? Long sword. Oh, right. Roll 20 doesn't tell me how much they are.
I could look it up for you on.
Hold on. The long swords are 15 each. He is giving them, or he is allowing you to sell them at full price, despite the wear and tear.
He's being cool.
Dehun's not going to say anything.
You get the sense he knows how much they would be worth, but he is on purpose buying them at full price.
Alright.
And each scale mail is 50 GP per.
Someone's
Cool.
really trying to wake his way up to plate mail.
I'm not even close. I got 909. So,
Yes, working your way up.
anyway. Alright, so, dude, obviously, you got a problem with these guys, and you just, gave me a bunch of money that obviously these things are not worth. So, I know how a bribe works. Can I kill these guys for you? Or at least try?
No, since that That Queen Alana is the person that my party and I were hired to escort back when we first became adventurers. And I have sort of become a trusted advisor, despite the fact that I'd much rather be a blacksmith than a royal vizier.
Okay, but what if you did blacksmithing on the side of the royal vizier job?
You hear the two sisters collapse outside, knowing that somebody just said the word vizier.
I would not have the time.
That sucks. So, with that in mind, because you are not going to have the time, can I take this shop and just, like, sell it somewhere else? Are you going away forever?
Not immediately. This place still needs a blacksmith. I'll stay until it gets one. Then I'll go back and see whatever Queen Alana wants.
Okay, well then, what about the guys outside? They seem pretty urgent.
I'm a level 16 adventurer. I can handle a few nights. Plus, I got Apis up here.
Alright.
And you, brigand, get out!
I was about to ask, what about Peter?
Gladly. A couple people came by thinking I was the blacksmith. Took a while to get rid of them, but I don't know. They might come back. Dreyfax just shakes his head and escorts the two of you out.
Alright.
Alright, so long!
See ya.
Have fun storming the castle! You think they'll make it? It'd take a miracle.
Okay.
I have no idea who else gets that reference.
Well, I know what it's from, but did you say it out loud? Please don't say
Nah.
the council.
No.
In front of these guys.
Yeah, maybe don't say that part.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Have fun storming the castle. 2 royal knights.
Aw, I do like those old people, though.
He's not dead. He's mostly dead. Mostly dead means he's still alive. All dead. Well, there's only one thing you can do. What's that? Look through his pockets and look for spare cash.
Alright, cool.
Okay, great.
So, you leave your guide talking with the Royal Knights from a different world.
Fine.
What do you people do?
Liv and Surath are currently discussing something in fantasy Greek. Is quite worried. If one, Arson, was eavesdropping, they might be able to understand Beleth. That's about it.
If I was eavesdropping, you would what?
You would, they would if someone was eavesdropping, I not so subtly suggested you, they would maybe understand Beleth out of that entire conversation because it's in a completely different language.
Oh, I see. No, Arson didn't give a shit. Arson was hungover.
Because he's always hungover.
Yeah, just kind of in a perpetual fog.
I love
If
the
he's
idea-
not hungover, he's drunk. If he's not drunk, he's hungover.
I love the idea that somehow, in spite of like the heavy drinking on Sora's part last night, when she woke up, she like explicitly started like playing her violin, her harp, at like full volume right into Arson's ear because she didn't get hungover.
Why?
Like I said,
Like
she's a
Arson
bitch.
is like Arson is just like looking at the harp and he's like, I'm gonna burn it. I'm gonna burn the fucking harp.
Yeah,
As Liv joins in the background with the violin.
I should make a note for you that is what she did get. Like,
Yeah.
in its entirety.
It's
And-
definitely worried,
And
but also they have a third sister.
count the number of words in that.
Okay, 1 second.
Meanwhile, the rest of you, what are you doing?
Faust.
Okay.
Just chilling.
Should we be getting back?
Sure. We got what we came for. Mine is the halfling.
Oh no, he's been carried this entire time.
Oh, I didn't realize he was still alive.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, as soon as, like, the Dragonborn leaves, Sarath will immediately try and cast Charm Person again on him.
He would have been bound.
Okay, well, that works too. I suppose we still have a Daehoon. Also, what, 25 words?
Yeah, what does that remind you of?
The number 25?
There's a spell with that many words.
What could you... Spell with 25 letters? Words? What?
Okay. Message! Or sending! Sending!
Oh. Even remotely with... Oh, it's a sending spell. Okay, that's wonderful.
And the thing is not familiar.
Okay, well that's totally not disconcerting. Either way, they still have a sister they're worried about. I mean, now it's less, oh boy, I guess we gotta see what this dumbass is doing for us, and more, oh fuck, we might have to kill our dad and also rescue our sister.
Do you all head back to the river to see if you can get a boat down?
Oh yeah, let's see if Sorath achieves fucking enlightenment again.
Alright. On your way back to the river, you pass a group of what look to be like level 1 adventurers. And there's a... if you care to like overhear on their conversation, you'd hear like, we just have to intimidate a blacksmith into being more reasonable. How hard can that be?
Hard.
Newbies.
I mean,
Why don't
Probably-
you... Hey,
yeah,
hey,
like,
kid.
oh my god, what is it with everyone and just saying their plans out loud?
Hey
today?
kid, why don't you just, I don't know, kill some rats in a tavern basement or something?
What? Yeah, sure we could do that, but...
I mean, you know, or you could try and intimidate, you know, the follower of Anubis and the blacksmith shop with a giant snake.
What the... Sure. That's an excellent joke.
No, he legitimately has a giant snake and is a 16th level, I think, ranger. Fun with that, and Liv will just walk off.
They go from enthusiastic to... Oh, shoot. Perhaps we can't do this job after all. Anyway,
Okay, so should I see if Sorath once again achieves
yes.
fucking enlightenment? Alright. The fact that I rolled a 4 and still got I might as well roll for Liv. It's not like she wouldn't be watching. I swear to God, if Liv for once rolls better than her sister on an investigation check. Yes!
Jeez.
Yes, it's her turn to achieve enlightenment. Of course!
Yeah, there's a keelboat waiting.
Holy shit, that's what that feels like. I know, right? God, fuck me! Knowledge is pain. Learn this quick, little sister.
Alright, let's just fast forward all the way to here. Instead of passing straight through, Fleur would ask you all to wait for a few minutes as she goes to get components to cast Find Familiar.
Oh, wonderful.
And when you camp for that evening, she goes ahead and casts Find Familiar, and out pops a pseudo-dragon.
Wonderful.
And before I forget, because I just remembered this, welcome to level 5, people.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
That said, oh, the two sisters are currently charting a fucking route back home. So,
Then we can skip all the way back to Snarcave. Presumably with Sterbon driving.
Yep.
one can imagine.
Excuse me. Sorry about it.
If you roll one, re-roll it.
What do you mean by that?
If your roll is a 1, I'm going to allow you to re-roll it. If,
Also, I'm pretty sure Sora has Song of Rest. So,
I guess in the music here can stop. You presumably make your way back to the Bear Brawler.
yeah, we might as well head there first.
Alright. When you get to the Bear Brawler, there is a note that Liv may or may not see, that the rest of you may or may not see.
Do we have to roll investigation or perception or something?
Only if you feel like it. Only if you feel like you would be that imperceptive.
Okay, so Sora for sure fucking sees it because she's, casually got a +11 in investigation.
Yeah, Arson only has like a 1, so I don't think he would really do anything.
I mean,
Wait,
Liv.
what's his perception? Maybe perception would be better.
It's plus wisdom, so if you have plus wisdom,
Okay,
wisdom.
let me put it this way. If you think your character would see this, or actually notice this, you can go ahead and roll. Otherwise, you don't have to.
Okay, well.
So it's like a character moment. Then.
Yeah. It's more of a character thing than a skill thing.
I will roll for one of the girls. The not surprising one to roll for.
Wow.
Now, and yet it's still a 12.
Yep.
It's
And
above average. That's disgusting.
despite being as inobservant as you can be, you still notice the note. It says, Bear Brawler closed for today. Kohor Surawa business going on inside.
Huh. Well, those certainly are words. We still gonna head in anyways? I mean...
When have we ever done what is acceptable in an inn, right?
You raise a good point. Liv will throw the doors wide open.
You tried to do that, but the doors are locked.
Damn it. Wait,
Alright,
lock
alright.
picking.
Yep, Regan, get on it. What do you think we pay you for?
Alright. Excuse me. And as he gets to the door...
Oh, we should have checked to see it was magical, shouldn't we?
Someone opens it because Liv wasn't subtle.
hold on, I have to get ready for this. Okay, accent Irish. Oh, can't you read? The inn's closed for the day.
Right.
Says a female gnome.
Cool.
Wait, that's not our guy. Who
Yeah,
are you?
Yes, it's somebody different. Unpaid intern.
Oh, hi, Flair. Oh,
Oh
shit.
yeah, there's also that. She's currently carrying a mildly cursed artifact that we're supposed to give to a local ruler. But also, we've been away for a pretty long time.
One moment. Libertas! We got Fleur out here. What do you want us to do? What do you mean, Letterman? We're supposed to be closed for the day. All right. And open the doors to let you in.
Genuinely a wonderful individual. Liv will smack Vader's hands. Put those away! And walk inside with her sister and Lion.
So, what you see is a dwarf, and only Liv and Sorath would know what this guy is. He's a Leonin.
Oh, wonderful. Fuck us. No, don't take that literally.
Got people in the... Oh, welcome. Welcome back, Order of the Swan.
How are you? We pissed off a cult. Got a cursed crown. Stopped everyone from freezing to death. And we may have kidnapped a second fucking Catholic.
Oh, that's right. Gotta bring that halfling over. Copy and paste.
Anyways, we gotta get in contact with, blanking on the man's name. Manor Wilkinson. Look at me. Didn't even have to bring up my notes.
if Fleur were right behind you, she'd give you a pat on the back.
Sora gives her sister a pat on the back anyways. And oh yes, I will not speak what we're planning on doing in that one's company as she points to the Leonin.
Fleur scoot past and take a seat right next to him.
Okay, so we're just doing that now.
Salve, Tauros. Salve, Fleur.
Oh, never mind, he's not from our homeland. Yeah, we're going back to our homeland.
You hear the gnome say in Greek, say, we are supposed to be conducting private business. Why are you allowing them in? To which Libertas, in Greek, will respond, you might want to be a bit careful there. Or, you might want to be a bit careful there. Taula. They understand the language.
The two sisters, like, on either side. Well, fuck. But in unison, in the Greek. In fantasy Greek. Well, fuck us. Never mind. Don't worry about what we're planning on doing back in our homeland.
Don't worry, Taula. They came here after we did. I'm sure they have nothing to do with the person that we are hunting. You're just gonna say that out loud! You're just gonna say that out loud! Who else besides these two speak the language?
The lion meows proudly. Oh, and also, as she, like, opens up her bag and, like 5 eye stalks, like, poke out. That thing, too.
Yeah, great. I'm surrounded by a bunch of weirdos.
Well, 2, bitch!
To be fair, Taula, you've always been surrounded by a bunch of weirdos. That's true. You got a point there. The awkward silence. Well, maybe not complete awkward silence. Fleur would be conversing with the Leonin. In common. Is there something I can do for all of you? A drink, perhaps?
I need
I
money.
mean, it's just.
I mean, I fucking guess.
Nah,
Unless you happen to know where our employer is.
who is your employer?
Tanner Wilkinson.
The name's not familiar to me. Do you have something that has his address?
Does any of the letters we have his address? I presume it would.
Why don't you check them?
I don't know. I can
You
check.
do have them, don't you?
I do. I know I do because Liv like hoards this shit. She will. Since only one of them works. Pull out the one that she took from Vasily.
And does what with it?
Like, hands it over. Like, it says his estate, but... You know... I
One,
suppose we could just start knocking on random nobles' doors. That totally worked for us last time. Isn't that right, Arson?
one Hoffin Street, or no, one Hoffin Boulevard. As far as I know, that street address does not exist.
Oh, great. We have to enter the fucking Twilight Zone.
Maybe not. I do have a theory. It's, it is just that, a theory.
Game theory. Thanks for watching.
It's been so long since I watched that.
Same. But,
Well, he pulls out a map of the city. Well, you see, Hoffman Boulevard is this. Is the entire street that runs along the harbor. The
Cool.
numbered addresses end at 10 down here.
okay. Sorry, Arson. I guess we're going for a swim.
Why? That's even worse than a boat.
Don't worry, it'll be short.
Yeah, it's a small swim. We can even throw you in the bag with breakfast.
I mean, I can fly. Maybe I can fly over it.
No. Get in the bag. Get in. Come on.
No.
Come on. Come on.
No, I'm adding this, by the way, to your tab on my trauma bill. So,
Okay.
This is going on my psychiatry bills.
And how the fuck are you gonna get me to pay for that?
I have been keeping a list of like things I can just use against you.
What, are you gonna sue me? Because I'll beat you.
I'm gonna recruit your sister against you. I'm gonna pay your sister to sue you.
Sora looks over and goes, "Oh dear, no. I don't do that."
I'll pay your other sister when we find her to sue you.
Bella is not charismatic compared to us.
Okay, Dan.
I believe in myself.
She might, like, hit you over the head with a mop.
I can get your dad to sue you? I just keep listing off family members, one after the other.
I don't think you have enough money to hire him.
They do have an aunt in the city.
Okay, well, I was about to say, before you bring up Aunt Nariel, that too. She probably costs more than him. Okay, so either way, we're heading to mystery location off the edge of a river.
I mean, if you care, my theory is that the address is somewhere in the Citadel.
Oh, that's not mildly. Yeah, let's go to the Citadel, guys. Hopefully there will be a bridge so somebody doesn't have to get in the bag. She'll clasp her hands. You guys seem really busy. Hopefully you're dealing with that Type 6 demon. She, pulls out her phone and, shows the current, text log of, did they deal with it? Have they dealt with it? We're sending the fucking pit fiend. How's your fucking response?
Wait.
And then there's just an emoji at the very end that's just a smiley face.
Wait, Libertas, what was this about? Well, if you had not bombarded me with this pestering about finding a certain someone, I would have told you that we have a bit more of a pressing matter. And a matter
Oh,
which we
great.
probably should not have left to you and Swan.
Oh, great. You're gonna, like, argue now. Hey, Liv, let's go to the Citadel. Great idea. The two will get up and walk and try being her guns and just walk off.
Fleur and Veether will follow. The rest of you?
Why not?
Arson, you going to?
Here for drama.
Well, there's not going to be much drama if you don't go.
Fine, whatever.
Presumably, Daehoon goes as well. If not, you probably tell him.
I'm here for drama. You're just here because you don't want to deal with the river, don't you? Shut the fuck up!
It's like, oh no, you caught me. Anyway. Away from the river we go. I win. And I like to think that like Arson like looks directly at Liv and is just like, I win, and then he walks off.
As a tendril like acts like a kid leash from breakfast and pulls you along with us.
Why?
So, just as Libertas said, the addresses on the Hafen Boulevard end at 10. When you get to the edge of the river, the bridge is up, but there is a little guard outpost, kind of like those security checkpoints at high security places.
Oh great, we're dealing with fantasy TSA. Fuck me.
No.
Liv says, completely in character because she's dealt with the actual TSA. Alright, everyone take your shoes off.
No.
Okay, I guess you can turn into a dog, or we're gonna have to put you into a crate and pet you.
There ain't a crate.
Sorry, you can only carry up to 8 ounces of liquids.
Liv like begrudgingly just starts downing all of her alcohol.
Arson helps, of course.
Anyway,
No.
I suppose the two sisters will walk onto the guard gate. Not very subtly dragging Fleur along, being the one with the crown.
It's also the one with the noble background. Sorry, what was that?
But, you know, shut the fuck up. They're proxy nobles. By that I mean not at all, but they know how to deal with nobility. Well, no, Sorith might somehow be a fucking daimyo now. We haven't covered that. Anyways.
Unless you have significant business in the Citadel this day, you're not allowed in.
Liv
Citizen.
will pull out the original letter that like they got, and then like motion to the tied up halfling.
Yeah, that's right. You are bringing him along.
Also put him in a crate, like a doll.
Yes, if we need to check him, I guess we'll also check him with the druid. We just throw them in the same crate.
The guard will take the letter, read it. Well, shoot. Hand the letter back. walk it back into the little outpost and hear a bell ring as a drawbridge lowers.
There, Arson. Now you don't have to go swimming.
Yay.
As she'll walk across the bridge, still presumably dragging Arson along with using breakfast as the leash.
No.
Alright, when you get across there will be a maid. Will say, please follow me. Am I sensing something from you?
Two of in stereo this time.
Fleur gives two of them somewhere between suspicious and curious looks. And yeah, led into the castle. And through various doorways until you reach what looks to be a living room. There inside is the man that hired you, Mr. Leonard Wilkinson. Hold on. Let me get the tokens out so you can see. Actually, if I go back to the pretty rat map, because he's still there, I'm pretty sure. Yep, he's still there. Copy that token. Come back here. And
yeah. Mr. Game of Thrones man.
So you come in and he sends out. He says, I see you've got Mr. Greenbottle.
And the cursed artifact.
Cursed?
It's a bit of an asshole.
I'm sorry, cursed?
Well, I mean, it talks, and it caused the blizzard. And I yelled at it, and it stopped. Also, good God, we have an elf woman who can rival Kaiju Daihun.
After you say that,
Godzilla versus Kong.
after you say that, the elf woman from the other night when you had that little performance done by Fleur's sister and Yun Shan comes into the room.
Good, you're back. Anyways.
I heard you have the crown.
Yes, sir, honey. Since it only likes you because it's a filthy racist. Do you want to pull out the crown?
Yeah. By the way, it doesn't like that you called it that. It just can only be attuned by elves, half-elves, and dwarves.
So, racist statue. Or crown.
Incredibly racist.
Yeah, it's very...
I mean, honestly, I've only seen this much racism back home.
Now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open my fantasytwitter.com.
You look over and see Liv on Twitter. Can't
Hey!
see the crowd.
Hey!
I'm kidding. That's a joke. For legal purposes, that's a joke. We'll do that later.
Hey, there are magical items that can only be attuned to by certain races.
I'm
Very
aware.
racist.
It doesn't make them any less racist.
And not all of them are sentient.
Well, okay.
They're made
Institutionalized
by
racism is
racists.
still racism. Anyways,
Yeah, we got on a weird tangent. Anyway,
discussing
The crown begins glowing.
discussing how this crowns are racist and we're gonna cancel it on Twitter.com aside, the crown.
Fleur will pull out the crown, step forward, kneel like a good subject of Shimber, and hold the crown up for her ladyship. The woman, whom I need to pull up. Actually, did I put it in here? I put it somewhere. I don't exactly remember her name. Well, Dandel, I know I put it there. Articles. You know, it's such a convenient thing to have a Wikipedia of my own, more or less.
Wonderful.
And
Because this campaign is sponsored by World Anvil. World.
oh my god.
we're not. And I'm saying that for reasons. Tilvarus. Because this place's culture is based off German, so the W's get pronounced as V's. So Tilvarus Vavbring. I put that there for people that want to write that down. Perhaps I should put her entire title. She'll take the crown, inspect it, and lay it down. Now, when the Bayfrontians declare war eventually, we shall have a means of defending ourselves.
Wow. That's wonderful.
Fascinating.
Now we just
You
need to
know,
find the city.
Yeah, real fucking shame.
You're...
I'm gonna try and convince our lordship not to colonize you guys. As Arthur cuts out.
Was? Can you not hear me?
Oh. Okay, yeah, you cut back in right for what? So, was that it? Was it just your what?
No. You are no longer under contract once you get paid. Herr Wilkinson, I believe you were the one to set up the contract. I was. Hold on, I have to remember exactly how much I am paying each of you. Right, 400 each of you.
Each.
Nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
I'll add it to the one actually under contract.
And now you get the mission complete thing, little interesting, Miss Olivia.
Of course.
Because when you got the crown, you have actually gotten a quest updated.
Okay, yes, of course. Not that it matters. She won't be here for long, but she has over 1,000 gold now.
Because only Fleur's the one that spends any money around here.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
Have a
when you don't
problem
need
with
to. Yeah, when you don't need to, what's the problem?
Well, those spell components are going to get pretty expensive.
Well, I mean, sure, but oh no, Shara hasn't somehow died yet, and now I'm retiring this character for a while. So, okay, your point being?
If you have no other business here, you're free to go.
Great. I mean, totally. You know, I can ask some of the, I guess, peons about that. I don't need to take up your time.
If
Really.
it is no matter, it's a very slow day today.
Oh,
For
great,
an
great.
odd reason.
You know of any ships that might be heading to, she'll just pull out a shantily put together map. There. And point to her homeland.
9, I do not.
Is there a possibility we could charter a ship to go there?
I believe that the Lord of Valdemar has a gift for all of you as a reward for taking care of the cult of Discord.
That's lovely. I actually can't remember if Elmira at all is a port town.
He made a very interesting request. However,
Okay.
it was one that we were. It was one that was not inconvenient.
Interesting.
Right?
About that cult of Discord thing, and maybe we should take that up with him too. The ones that she does like an explosion motion with her hand. Not the real cult. The real cult's still out there and tried to kill us over that crowd. 2 of them escaped, so they're still alive.
Tilvarus and Lanner give each other glances. Yeah, we suspected that would happen.
Although your employee or whatever he is, might have had a bit of exposure and lost his fucking mind. At which point, Liv will end the charm person that she absolutely fucking casted on him to keep him quiet.
I feel conflicted.
Have fun with that. So, I guess we're heading back to Wildmire. Hopefully that won't take too long, because our country's on fire. Also, they're trying to, invade you.
I don't think that the Bayfrontians will be too much of a hassle now that we have this.
Oh, no, not the Bayfrontians. Again, she'll point to the map. Those people.
Why do you say that?
Some of our board ships, great ships, attacked us on the way over to Autumn.
Do tell
And
more.
can you read? You know, I'm gonna see if you can read our language. She'll pull out the note or like the scroll case that had like the note in it, and like just hand it over to the two lords.
She'll take it and hold on. Why the heck is that on the compendium? Uh, not good. Still there. Uh, she'll say a few words. Take a pinch of soot and little hand wave motion, then begin reading. Takes her a minute.
I mean, kind of. You know what? No, that's fine. We're good. We have time.
Well, it takes her a minute to read it.
Yeah.
Because that's how long it takes to read one page of text with comprehend languages.
Yep. No, I got what she cast. As Liv says that, Sora leaning and goes, "We definitely don't have time." I know, but
And I take it that you are the Felrond sisters, yeah?
yeah.
What position is this Basileus?
I believe the common translation would be king, tyrant, that sort of thing.
Then perhaps you would not. If your intention is to continue on to this place, would you mind carrying a message for me?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Cause we have heard all about your personality and that of your sister. She is not gone unnoticed in this town.
Sorath just chuckles, quite proudly of herself, to which Liv smacks her on the back of the head.
You know that disguise was not a very good one. Most of our gods saw right through it, but they did not want to deal with a advanced bard.
Sounds about right. Sounds all too familiar. What do you mean? You told me that this guy is perfect. I told you a lot of things, Sorath.
If you will give me a moment, or a day, so that I can formulate a request or a message.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, word. Sounds wonderful. Milady, totally. Great. She is starting to, like, turn somehow even fucking redder. She is not comfortable in this situation whatsoever. If that's our business, unless you're putting us up here, we're gonna
Nine.
bully, the, fucking totally spacing on their group name.
Cohorts Rawa.
Yes. The Grey Cohort. Totally, as Sorath jumps in. partially because she refuses to speak that tongue, but also because Liv is currently like about to start choking on her own throat. Um, Great. Technically think I promised him a performance, so there's that. Um, we'll check in. Do you have a specific time?
9. Uh, in the afternoon.
Cool. So we'll meet up about 2. Um, then okay, really quickly, out of character. Is Wildmire a fucking port town or not?
Uh, Wildemire is.
Okay, then. Then we'll head out to Wildmire. Shame we won't get to see that reward, but it's better for us to just get there before I see off our friends and unpaid intern of a couple weeks, and then hopefully not have to commit regicide.
I mean, you could.
She'll like.
Are you sure
Yeah.
you want to take all this alone? You don't want to take the rest of us with you?
Probably a bad idea. Actually, a horrible idea. Also, there's going to be a civil war here. It's probably better if you stay.
If I stay.
Well, if you as a group, you want to come for?
Sure.
Okay, great.
Congratulations, Order of the Swan, you just lost both your warlocks.
Liv is being completely awkward about that and not even realizing that, oh shit, yeah, girlfriend might want to come with me to see my homeland. And then only brought that up. As a, you sure? Okay, great, let's go home. Do know, though, if we have to slit my father's throat, I'm gonna need you to hold the pillow over his head.
You're saying this in front of the regent of this country and her spy master.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
It's a
It's
joke.
fine. It's fine. I only hate, like, specifically nobles from my homeland. You two are cool. she'll give a very hesitant thumbs up and then do the veritable same finger guns and back off very awkwardly.
Now,
Sorath will actually fucking curtsy because she's better at dealing with nobles than her sister.
Esteban, was it?
Yes.
You were a soldier, correct?
Sure.
For
Soldier one.
for the I can't find it. For the Caribbean Empire, correct?
I think that's what it says on my portfolio.
Do you have any loyalties to that country?
I mean, not. I'm currently here right now, so define loyalties.
If. Well, let me just be honest. The Protectorate of Ogd and the Protectorate of Shimmer have both declared independence, I'm sure you've heard.
Yeah. Various.
The Caribbean Empire, as overlord of Ogd, has declared war on them, and since via a alliance with Ogd, we are also at war with the Caribbeans.
Alright. So No. No loyalty to Kelly. Easy enough.
Good. That makes me feel a lot better about having you on the team that has retrieved the crown.
Yeah.
Now you,
Who's that?
Fire Ganassi, you are a bit of a strange one.
I mean, yeah.
Where are you from? We do not have any
Um,
records of you.
that's for very good reason. I'm not really from anywhere. I mean,
Uh,
like
Hey,
side note,
Orphan,
that's like a
we
very
gotta cross the
obvious
river.
lie. Like that's a very obvious lie, but Arson's just like beating around the bush, like, oh, I'm just a free child, you know. Go
A
wherever
vagrant.
wind takes me.
There are very few people that are homeless, well, countryless.
Yep, and I'm one of them.
I find that very hard to believe.
Yeah, well, you better believe it.
Roll deception.
Okay, let's see. I'm not good at deception, but it's like, oh shit, I just realized
What,
I
how are you
accidentally
not
said that.
good at deception? You're a charisma caster.
That's true. Actually, I think I'm better than deception. I'm more good at persuasion than deception because deception also kind of depends on like more rogue traits than sorcerer.
Yeah. That's not. I'm really glad that we're still having one charisma caster in the party. Because my god, no, the Blade Singer has charisma, but not nearly as much.
Yeah, and here I'm going, like, thinking, like, what am I going to do about replacing Fleur? Oh, wait, she's an NPC. I don't have to replace her.
Also, we have neither.
Exactly. Like,
We stopped NPCs left and right. It's fine.
I have to, like, physically remind myself Fleur is an NPC who just got adopted session 1.
Wasn't she not even supposed to be like an important one?
No!
That shows up. That's even better. I love this.
She was just supposed to be a throwaway character, and now we got Flivia going on.
No, she's going on a trip to a, Mediterranean country with her girlfriend. It's fine.
Which, when the time comes, I would like to have a series of solo sessions with you.
Yeah, that sounds fine. I mean, if you want to talk after session about the character that I totally have as a backup, that's also cool.
Yeah, sure.
Because I will be here literally all night.
I'll be here till 1 o'clock, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I suppose if either of you want to sit in and listen to this dumbass elf child, that's also an open invitation.
I gotta sleep. I got work in the morning.
Yeah, I got work too, but I'm still staying up till 1.
Well, yes, but you see, the difference is that someone, namely Sturvon, has good life choices.
I mean, I did schedule the shift to be early in the morning.
So did I!
Good
What?
life choices.
That's completely fair. Oh my god.
Eh.
Oh yes, what does that 12 deception get, Arson? Does he got derailed?
Great.
Arson doesn't say anything for a reason.
Hey, look, I will say
I
it's
was like,
technically...
you know what? If I just don't say anything, they'll forget, and I can. He's like
Yeah.
trying to walk away.
You almost worked. It almost worked.
Almost. Okay. Does it like half work?
No, it doesn't.
I mean, what is their passive insights?
Okay, so like, what?
That's
does he
a good
say?
point.
Does he call me out? Does he's like, you're fucking lying?
Like, I mean, obviously, I suppose you could just roll for the two, but it's against their passive insights. That would be the DC.
You're from somewhere, but you're hiding it. I won't push it any further.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. Like, for all of a sudden, like, you know how Arson is just like, he's mostly just like a teenager, just an angsty teen. He just gets really serious all of a sudden, and like, you kind of know that if you push him any further, he's just gonna get more pissed off.
I forgot that the kid leash is still attached to him.
So yeah, that probably turned something.
The
But
the
like,
tendril is just like stretching thinner and thinner as the two tieflings are walking up, and eventually it's gonna rebound and drag.
yeah, so it's like you think that Arson at this point is like starting to get kind of like it's kind of an anger that like because Arson's like pouty, but he's not really angry. Arson seems angry at this point, and so since the tendril's so thin, he just kind of rips it off and like kind of like goes and sits down.
Oh, you shouldn't have done that.
I don't care. Like, dude.
No, no, no. I mean, I get that, but oh, you shouldn't have done that. As a second, smaller breakfast forms on Arson's shoulder.
Arson flicks him at the wall.
It is stuck to you, buddy.
Arson flicks him at the wall.
It is not only stuck to you, it's stuck to your back.
How would it be stuck? You said it was on my shoulder.
Yeah, it's slithered up there. It's still stuck to your back because breakfast never said stop sticking to this kid.
Whatever, man.
It acts like one of those silly hands, and it just flies off in the opposite direction.
Yeah, seeing that Arson's getting more and more irritated, he's going to be escorted off the premises.
The sticky hand breakfast, small breakfast dangling along, of course.
So here's a question: how quickly are the Felroods and Fleur going to be leaving?
Soon as humanly possible. If we make it to Wildmire tonight, then tonight. If not, so early in the session, it might as well not matter.
Then we'll hold off on the new character for at least one more session.
It depends. Are we heading to Wildmire next session?
All up to you people.
If not, if we last longer than about a day, they're just going. The two, at least, presumably with Fleur, are just going to find a group and leave with that.
Again.
Ready?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to say, wait a day and then go to Wildmire after getting that message, then great. Like I said, it really wouldn't matter. Either way, they're probably going to leave within, a day or two. And probably before session. Or, again, early enough that maybe if you want to do it with everyone here, they can say goodbye. But it's going to be quick because they are currently panicking. They are hiding it to varying degrees of success, but they are panicking.
Great.
Also known as pretty much Arson and Sturbon can figure that out. Arson because, the great drinking night, and Sturbon because he actually has a passive insight worth giving a shit between these two bards.
And Fleur because she's constantly around.
Liv probably would have told Fleur, so Fleur too, but yes. I mean, it would probably be something along the lines of, look, if we're not leaving Wildmire by, 2 days from now, we gotta go by ourselves. And I don't want to do that to our group, but we have to. And that's probably about the conversation, because she is, also incredibly tired from marching for the past week, and is going to pass out.
So, Let's go on to the next day in the morning.
Alright, breakfast and small breakfast. Small breakfast will give, like, maybe a shot glass, because that's all he can carry, of whiskey and give it to Arson.
I
Well,
mean, yeah,
breakfast is correct. Well, mostly because he, let's go with he, was there for the, you know, being mildly abused. Um, and Breakfast is actually a cool guy, unlike his creator. Well, Breakfast is currently working the counter for breakfast, like he usually does.
Libertas. He's not
No,
working the counter for himself. Unless he is.
no, no, Breakfast for breakfast, as in the
Oh,
breakfast meal. Not, yeah, he is not serving himself up on a platter.
I misunderstood.
Yes. Also, for once, he doesn't give Arson beans. He'll give Daehoon beans, because apparently Daehoon fucking loves beans, but he won't give Arson beans.
I'm practically, just my heart's so full.
Oh, would you prefer a can of beans?
No.
You hear him like put a like you hear a pop of a can before he just puts it back in his amorphous blob. Gotcha.
So, what is the plan for all of us? These
Well,
three of us are going to be leaving soon.
that said, we also have to. As she looks to her wrist, not having a watch, Sorath meanwhile pulls out an actual fucking pocket watch and checks the time. Well, we gotta go around 2, so back to the Citadel to get, the note from her ladyship. If you want to go to Wildmire before we say goodbyes, then that is an option. I would suggest we charter a ship back to Wildmire instead of doing the overland thing. If not, then the 3 of us should probably leave. I mean, the 3 of us have bullshit charisma. I'm sure we can find a ship that'll take us there.
I mean, I have persuasion and intimidation. Like,
Yeah, you say that to the 3 people with 20 charismas.
yeah, so what's the fucking problem?
The point being is that they're better at it.
Yeah, so what's the fucking problem? Let's just do that.
Okay, then. I mean, you're being a bit of a bitch, but...
Stevan, what do you think?
Well, if you three are going off, then we can find work here.
Well, it does seem like whatever
There's
the
gonna be-
actual noble title of Wildmire does want to see you.
Us.
Well, us, but at the very least you.
So I guess we can go see them as well. If you,
Well, that is the point. Do you want to get a ship here from Wildmire, or are you going to go overland?
we can take the ship and scare the ever-loving
Oh.
snot out of Arson.
Yeah, that's one last one for old times, I guess. See, the alternative is if you wanted to go overland, you're still going to have to charter a ship to get across the bay. But aside from that, if that was the case, then we would just leave from here.
Sure.
So, are you all going to Wildmire together?
Why not?
Sounds like it. Stop off at home before, go home. Who knows, that dumbass kobold might still be there.
Alright, I think that'll be a good place to call it here.
Hmm.
The
Wonderful.
well, I guess Arson, you're a bit of a wild card on whether or not you'll be there.
Yeah, I mean, he'll probably be there.
Oh,
So,
I mean, he just kind of goes along for the ride. He doesn't have
well,
anything else to be doing.
to be fair, you as a person is also a bit of a wild card on whether or not you show up to session.
Well, that's just because all of my homework is due on Fridays. I have
No, it's
statistics
completely fucking understandable. I get it,
and
mate.
yeah, and coding stuff due on Fridays, and so
Um,
it just depends if I can get it done on time, really.
so
I mean, to be fair, like if you're not, then I can be quite upfront in saying that Liv will still totally fucking bully Arson before she leaves, but also give him most, if not all, of her alcohol.
Aw.
so here's what I want you and Sterbon to think about for the next week. Liv, I guess you can also think about this more so with the character we're going to be talking about.
Yep.
But think about what you're going to be doing, or what you want to do now that the hunt for Damien Greenbottle is done. Because the world has just opened up
The world is our oyster.
in more ways than one.
Pretty
It's
much.
a little gangrenous, but it's our oyster. The pearl's half formed, but it's our oyster.
And I think with that, see you next week.
Yep.
Yee.